For today, August the 6th, 5th. I'm going to open up with a word of prayer. Lord, we just thank you. Thank you for blessing us in so many ways. We're so fortunate to live in Montgomery County, so fortunate to serve the people of Montgomery County. Lord, I saw something the other day talking about the Ten Commandments and how we could go back to following the Ten Commandments, what a difference it would make not only Montgomery County, but across the state of Alabama and the entire United States. Lord, if we can't do the Ten Commandments, if that's too many and we can't keep up with all 10, if we just go back to the golden rule and start doing to others, that would have them do unto us, that would solve so many of our problems. Our prayer, Lord, is that you don't give up on us, that you stay with us, you continue to bless us, and guide us and guide this commission today to do in the best interest of everybody in Montgomery County. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Good morning. Scheduled attendees for today's meeting are our County Engineer, George Speak, and Chief Probation Officer, Ray Williams. Items to be considered at the 10 o'clock session, the formal session. Consider Auburn Game Day Professional Services Contract. Item number 4, consider 2025-2026 Annual Community Corrections Plan. Item number 5, consider amendment number 2 to contract with Bonded Filter LLC, DBA BFC Solutions regarding an extension beginning September 19, 2025 and ending September 18, 2026. Consider budget change request number 5 for the Alabama National Fair. Consider resolution approving abatement agreement with Sogo Properties, LLC. Consider miscellaneous appropriations to agencies. Are there any additions?
Just 1 second. I'm looking at it right now. No, not agencies.
All right. Consider miscellaneous appropriations to education. And lastly, consider miscellaneous appropriations from designated revenue. All right. Consider travel and training requests from Detention, the District Attorney, Probate, and the Sheriff's Office. All right. Item number 1 is a waive rule item. Consider moving the August 19, 2025 commission meeting to August 18, 2025. This will move the commission meeting from Tuesday to Monday due to travel that will be occurring on Tuesday, leaving Montgomery for most of the commissioners and staff to go to the ACCA annual convention in Perdido.
This, for the general public, the reason that we are requesting to move that, the ACCA conference committee meetings start around noon. I know I have one at 1 o'clock, and many other commissioners have meetings early afternoon on Tuesday. It's about a 3-hour drive, so if we left here at 11 o'clock, the 1 o'clock meetings we would not be able to attend. And those are a lot of the most critical meetings that ACCA has. I know, like the nominating committee, which nominates the next president of ACCA, is at 1 o'clock. I'm on that committee. So that's why we're asking to move the meeting from Tuesday to Monday. We hate moving meetings just because it gets confusing sometimes. So we're going to continue to advertise and let everybody know. Make sure you don't show up on Tuesday, August the 19th, but you come on Monday. But that's the reason that we're asking for the move, so we can have time to get to the meetings and not have to miss. Some of us would have to leave early or miss the commission meeting entirely. So that's why I just wanted to clarify everybody.
I think someone just texted me and said, why do y'all have to go to all of these conferences? So I think that we need to let the public know that we have to go to this. First of all, it's required as part of being a county commissioner. Second of all, we have to so that we can get more educated on things that we want to do for our citizens. And so with that being said, we got to make sure we got water, we got sewer. I get a call about septic yesterday, Regina. And we've got to go and have conversations with people so that we can know what's out there federal, so that we can ensure that we make the best decision for our citizens. So that answers a question, gets it cleared up for people who wants to know why do we have to go to different things. We have to go to everything. You don't want us, you want us educated, not naive and let everything slip past us. We got to be educated for our citizens.
Yeah, this is kind of, the ACCA conference is kind of our continuing education conference. It's very similar to what CPAs have to have a certain amount of hours of continuing education like attorneys do every year. This is kind of in our way, even though we don't have to have CE hours. This is kind of our way that we go and we get abreast of all the new things coming. We communicate with other commissioners, not just ourselves, but throughout the river region and the state of Alabama. And it's very educational. The speakers and the meetings deal with, you know, helping to make sure that counties are being represented the best that we possibly can throughout the state of Alabama. And as far as laws and regulations and stuff like that. So it's very important that it's not a vacation. You don't get beach time. I don't think anybody ever gets to go to the beach, even though it's at Perdido Beach. You still don't, it's not a vacation time for anybody here. So so that's why we're going to request to waive rules and move that one.
Make a motion that we waive rules.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise opposed. Okay, thank you, Kendall. We'll vote on that.
Item number 2, consider consider FY '26 annual transportation plan as per Rebuild Alabama Act. George.
Yeah, this our fiscal year '26 Rebuild Alabama annual transportation plan we have to turn in every year at this time. It's 33 miles of road resurfacing. It's a total of about 3.8 million. That's all Rebuild Alabama fund. If y'all have any question.
No, Carmen, you had a question. You asked me, somebody had said something about moving money from the roads to something else.
To Whitewater. Someone called me about that, saying we moving money from, because the roads are not being taken care of in all districts. And I think maybe what we need to do, and now I'm so happy we got, and I'm going to spill the bean, our new public relations gentleman in the back. And I think that's something that we'll take the time out, George, for each commissioner, sit down with you, get an update where we are, and each commissioner release where update we are on the roads in our district. Okay. And understand, and I think we need to do a better understanding, because people are called and they're saying, well, you're moving this money and I got the roads on Fairview are still messed up. Well, I can't do Fairview, that's city. So we need to get that understanding with people for that when they call and they say, well, we can't get this done, I can't get my roads done in Ridgecrest. I can't touch your roads, that's still city. So we maybe need to sit down again. We have our course and tell you, give us our plan, and then we sit down with our public relations guy and we release what's going on in the next projects in each district. And next, this will be done, that'll be done, that'll be done, and that done. Right. Especially for those that are in the rural county, you work with, and then we'll have Justin, someone like Justin, explain to them that most of his roads you won't be touching because it's city.
Right. Yeah, we'll be glad to.
The MPO plan, and Kevin and George can explain how all the roads are, how we decide on which roads get paid and how the money goes. But even if we wanted to pull money out of the
Which we don't.
transportation plan, we can't take the transportation plan and use that money for travel. We can't use it for buying supplies for the office. I mean, it has to go to roads. We have no option there if we even try to do that, which we wouldn't.
That's right.
Yeah, and we're not going to jail for anybody, so yeah, we're not doing that one.
So that will be next agenda.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Before we get to item number 3, thank you, Commissioner Moore-Ziegler, for reminding me. We have added a member to the staff. He is Mr. Cody Clark. He is in the back. He is our new public affairs manager, and we are so happy to have him. He started yesterday. He comes to us. We have stolen another one Mr. Chairman, we got him from the city of Montgomery. And so we are excited to have him. He's just not getting started, and so we're looking for great things from Cody, but just want to give him an official commission welcome to the team.
Welcome, Cody, welcome. And we're so excited to have you. We're looking forward to seeing you grow our public relations department. So I'm excited. I'll be in your office a lot. I'm the commissioner, probably in your office the most.
And Cody, when Kendall told me the person he was considering in this role, I did some due diligence on you, and I called your former employers, and they all gave glowing reports. So we got very high expectations, the job you're going to do here, because they were very, very complimentary of you, and hated to lose you when you left, and you've done a great job. I know with Auburn University, Montgomery, for an example, transitioning the public affairs department there into areas that they said they didn't even ever imagine. So we're very fortunate to have you. We're excited to have you, and expect really great things from you here. So, thank you.
All right. Item number 3, consider amendment number 2 to contract with the bridge regarding an extension beginning October 1, 2025 until September 30th, 2026. Chief Probation Officer Ray Williams.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ray.
This is a contract for our diversion program, and this is the second.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a contract for our diversion program that we want to extend.
Is it working?
It's working, but,
Opinion? Is it working?
yeah, but we got some things we got to iron out, but it's working. It's working. It's keeping our kids out of DYS.
Is that, so what's the plan there? Give us a brief plan. What's the plan for keeping them out?
Well, that's the purpose of it, is to work with the kids in our community, in their homes, along with their family members, instead of removing them from their home and sending them off to a state-operated facility, and we can rehab the child along with the family and lessen our commitments to the Department of Youth Services.
How many, do you know, Ray, how many youth you have at, now in DYS custody?
I don't know exactly
Exactly.
how many we have at this time, but I can find out.
Is this Mount Meigs?
It's Mount Meigs and any other contracted facilities run by the Department of Youth Services. Mount Meigs, VACA, facilities down in the Wiregrass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions for Ray?
Explain a little bit about where the funding comes from. I know in the materials, it talks about a $490,000 grant.
Yeah, it's funds in that Department of Youth Services set aside to run what they call community programs, instead of like I said earlier, taking them into the Department of Youth Services actual programs like DYS, formerly the HIT program, and VACA.
Is the Bridge Inc., didn't we do some funding with them, that group? Jenny Ives, is that the same bridge? Is that the same one, Teresa?
They're based out of Gaston, Alabama.
Okay, maybe it's not the same, maybe,
I think Tim Nara is the CEO.
yeah, okay. All right, well, that'll be next agenda.
Okay,
Thank you, Ray.
all right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Item number 4, consider bid award to Safe Guard Pest Services to provide pest control services for county buildings.
Well, a lot of people bid on it.
There were 5 bidders. If you look at the 2 pages, there are 5 bidders. There are 35 buildings that they had to list. That's why it kind of cascades like that.
Okay. I was about to say, we got a lot of pests.
A lot of buildings to
You
take
pretty
care of.
comfortable with Safeguard, because they're considerably lower than the other ones? Who's been doing it in the past for us?
That's a great question. I feel like we'll find out.
We don't know who it was.
No, I'm not 100% sure. Mr. Allen's not here today.
Okay.
We'll find out and get you an answer, but we intend, we've discussed this in the office, we intend for all bids and all contracts to be, to live up to the contract, so.
Yeah, whoever's doing it, obviously doing a pretty good job. I don't think I've ever seen any rodents or pests. So, that's good news.
We wouldn't tell you if we saw a rodent.
I would tell you, though.
Exactly.
All right, let me next agenda.
All right, lastly, consider bid award to Associated Mechanical Contractors Incorporated to replace 10 Trane HVAC rooftop units at the detention facility. This is a bid that is actually for jail 2, not jail 1, so it's not included in the gigantic renovations and bond work that we're currently engaged in. We've seen a couple of units kind of slow down, and so we're looking at them. All of the units in the jail are past their useful life. Some of them are original to the building. And so we realize with as hot as it's been, we do not need to risk another summer or another winter. So we're looking to get this bid done for $804,000 to replace 10 units.
I got a little laugh because, you know, I've been without air and I'm looking like I can understand.
Yeah.
Since
so.
my air's been out in my office, so.
And Commissioner Costanza called me about a place that doesn't have air in some buildings yesterday, and so.
Sure did.
So, yeah, not county related, not at the county, but another place.
You need to remind Carmen, she's the one that requested that office. And the office she was in has air conditioning now.
I think you did it on purpose, Doug. It's a conspiracy.
So that'll be next agenda.
All right. Those are all of our items in the information session.
Well, we need something to talk about, folks. Anybody got something they want to discuss? I've got a couple things I need to look up real quick if somebody wants to.
We got anybody signed up?
Yeah, we'll get to that one in a second. There's I did get an email from, I gotta find it now. Achievers program from YMCA. We've always supported the young achievers. They've sent requests in. I believe I shared it with y'all. Let me look and see. But it's a great program. They've come back and they have, through the YMCA, they've come back and shared with us the accomplishments and the young ladies that have been affected by the Young Achievers. The request was $5,000. Again, if anybody wants to join me in supporting that, I would appreciate it. Anybody interested in doing that with me?
How much?
It's $5,000 total that we've done as a commission. We used to do it jointly. Of course, we don't have the joint anymore, but
Hey, was that Dan that had $2,500 to Kershaw today? Is that separate?
yeah.
Or Cleveland Avenue?
That's
That's separate?
That's probably.
I'll split it with you.
Yeah,
I'll go in on you.
yeah, I'll split it too.
All right. Commissioner Sankey, you want to join us, do 1,000 apiece?
Not at this time,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
All right. So, Kenna, can we do that Young Achievers for the YMCA?
Yes,
Do
sir.
1,500.
$1,666.
Well, just to make it even.
15.
I'll do 15 from them, and I'll do the 2,000. How about that? And that'll
Gotcha,
make
gotcha.
Total. I'm still trying to find the. I know I sent that to you. I'll share that with you. Seemed like there was one other one somewhere, but I can't find it. I'll try to find it. The One Place Justice Center, I sent an email out to everybody. He's asked if we could come by and just tour his building. Al Mathis is the director. He's been there a couple of years now, I think, a year and a half. He just wants to show us the One Place Justice Center. I asked if we could go after the meeting on Monday, around 11 o'clock, on
Yeah,
August 11th,
August
or,
18th.
or go after the August 18th meeting. If anybody wants to go.
I'll go with you on the August 18th.
Yeah, I'd like to go. I can do the 18th
We can
after
just-
the meeting.
Yeah, we can go as a group. He just wants to give us a tour, so.
11.
Commissioner Sankey, if you'd like to do
Yes, sir.
that, we'd love to have
I'll
you.
join you all. Thank you.
Okay. And I'll check with Dan too, if he's able to go. All right, so I'll respond to that one. And I can't find it. It seemed like I had one more, but maybe it'll pop in my head before I get through. Wesley, who's on that list that wants to? Director McKenzie with Successful Learning Center. Is Director McKenzie here? You want to come now, ma'am, instead of waiting to 10? That'll save you some time on your day. Thank you. And you got plenty of time too, so you ain't gotta be so quick today.
Okay, good. I like that. Good morning.
Morning.
Thank
Good
you all for
morning.
Successful Living Center is an adult daycare program for people with dementia. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. I had sent each commissioner an email regarding this request. I had sent out about a week or so ago. I haven't been able to call everyone to follow up, but I hope everyone will receive the email, a letter requesting support for our program and for our upcoming workshop. So we were trying to have a virtual education program that will also be a fundraiser for Successful Living Center. We haven't had the response that we expected, so we're not sure whether that'll go forth. But we are still having our Karen and Sharon workshop on October 17th in Beulah Baptist Church. So Successful Living Center, being a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and now we're in a time where nonprofit organizations are kind of struggling to keep above water in this economic time. I had a call from UAB the other day asking that we provide scholarships. Well, we're not in that position right now, but we hope that with the commission support, and I asked each commissioner in my letter, I requested a $2,500 sponsorship for our programs and for our workshop that's coming up. The cost of we keep our costs minimal so people can afford it. We are the only adult daycare program in the county, in Montgomery County, in the city. There were 3 others. All of them have closed. So we have not yet gotten up to the numbers that we expect, that we put in our budget. That was sent to the commission, requested by the commission. So we average about 5 or 6 people a day. We charge only $75 a day. That $75 covers lunch, 2 snacks, and we have a hearty bunch that like to eat over there. So they like a snack before the snack, a snack after the snack. And so the cost of providing these services have increased with that. So out of that $75, you all do the math, I have to pay utilities, maintenance. I'm in a building that was built in 1950. It is filling at 1950 now, so it has some maintenance that my volunteers, I have volunteers to try to help, but some of this is out of their reach. And so we have that cost, and we have personnel costs, we have liability insurance costs, we have all of those costs that have increased substantially over the years. So I'm hoping that we can get support from the commission to help sustain our program, and also to provide this workshop that's upcoming in October. We provide a safe place for people with dementia to come and socialize with one another. and have a safe place to do activities throughout the day. And for our working, we have working caregivers that come 5 days a week that need the support so they can go to their jobs. We have retired caregivers who just need a break, a respite from caregiving. Sometimes the people don't sleep at night, so these caregivers go home and take a nap while they're there with us. So we provide a valuable service to the community, and we need the community leaders to support our organization in that. That's why we're seeking these fundings for that program. We have more interest, but people can't afford it. Some of the folks, everybody that comes not pay out of pocket, although we have fees. We have a contract with the Alabama Cares Program where they provide funding for individuals to come there. They don't pay they pay $70 for those services under that contract. We have to wait at least 2 to 2.5 months before we are reimbursed for the services that we've already provided. We hope that someday we will be able to provide scholarships for individuals. We have people coming from Raymer, Alabama. Of course, we got referrals from UAB, Social Services, a memory care center up there. People from Montgomery and surrounding areas go up there. So we have people that need the services will be able to afford it. I cannot go up on my prices because that would just knock a lot of people out. So I want to maintain the rate that we're paying, that they're paying now, so that others who need it can afford it. So I humbly ask for the commission's support of our programs and our educational sessions, and we hope to provide more educational sessions in the coming year. Because we have some caregivers who are new and don't know how to navigate this journey of caregiving.
Have we supported you in the past?
You have.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah, because we're all set up, Teresa, we're set up good to go, and we all, financials, budget, all that stuff, good? Okay, good deal. And you said, how many seniors do you support?
We have 8 now. We
Eight
have
in the
8.
program.
Eight.
Where
We
they
have 8 in
come-
the program.
Do you know where they come from, where they live? Are they all Montgomery, or are they
Well, all of them Montgomery County.
all Montgomery County?
All Montgomery
Do you
County.
know which
And this-
part of, which, like, where neighborhood, which?
No, because they're all from the east. They're from the east to west.
North and south?
The north and the south, yeah. Yeah, they all over, so I don't know, I hadn't done a zip code search to see exactly which
I did
zip code
forward
they in.
your email you sent me to all the commissioners, and I
Okay.
just re-forwarded it to them again.
All right, thank
So,
you. I
I'm sure
appreciate
They
that.
will consider
Okay,
doing something for you.
thank you, I appreciate
But thank
that.
you so much.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah,
I just
you got a
want to say, I guess all of us know that the work Ms. McKenzie is doing is just so important. Anytime you're able to care for the elderly, to provide respite care, personal care services, case management services, that's just so important. I don't know if we really appreciate what she's doing unless we've had family members who have suffered from dementia and the respite care, the relief that the family members actually need, and to have the adult daycare available, to have someone coming into the home to assist with bathing, feeding, dressing, meal preparation. All those services are just essential to the health and well-being, not only of the recipient, but the family members as well. And so I know you've been at this for a long time. You certainly qualified in terms of your background. I think you're a registered nurse slash some other things that you've done throughout your career. So I want to just applaud you for what you're doing. And certainly, again, like I said, I don't think we realize the essence of what it is until we need the services. So I just want to say that. Now, how much are you asking each of us for?
$2,500.
Oh,
2,500.
Yeah.
Is
They
it
just-
total
Now,
or each?
$2,500 each.
Each, okay.
So, and I think if you had the necessary funding, there's so many people who cannot afford
That's
to
right.
pay that seem like a very, very modest fee, $75 a day. And I'm sure if you had the funding and the staff, you could probably serve more people. And so
I hope that, you know, this commission would certainly consider supporting you and understand the work that you're really doing. Tell us a little bit about your background, if you don't mind. I want to go ahead and do my 2,500 today, if I could, Mr. Anderson, from the donated revenue.
Thank
But
you.
give us a little background, because you.
So I am a graduate from Tuskegee University. I got my bachelor's degree from Tuskegee University. I got a master's degree from Troy University here in Montgomery, Alabama. I've also been a board certified dementia educator. So I have provided education. I worked with the Alzheimer's Education Resource and Services program through a CMS grant, where we went around the state and did training on dementia through the nursing homes throughout the state. So we've had that, when they had the DETA program, that was my first certification as a dementia educator through the DETA program, which we provide community training on dementia as well. I've been doing this for a little over 10 years. We have a slow startup since COVID. To get our feet back under us, because of course a lot of people weren't coming out right after COVID. So we are growing in that respect. I have had my personal journey. Why I even started Successful Living Center is because both my grandmothers on my mother and father's side developed late onset dementia. So from a family standpoint, I knew how important it was for support, community support, because our community didn't have adult daycares or even half-day respite programs that we could avail ourselves to get a break from caregiving. And like you said, if you have not walked in the shoes of a caregiver, you don't understand the stress and the strain that they endure, because it's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week journey, taking care of someone with dementia. Every day is different. One day they may cooperate, another day they may not cooperate. So you have to come up with strategies and plans. And that's the thing we want our caregivers to learn. You know, that's why we do these caregiver workshops, so we can teach, instruct, train, encourage, support through educational sessions for our caregivers, so they can feel like they're not alone. Because so often, the stories that I hear from caregivers, if they have a family of 5, it may be one that will take care of that individual. If there's a family of 10, it may be 2 that will step in and help support the primary caregiver. So the mere strain of taking care of their loved ones and trying to keep their loved ones at home. So adult daycare is a stopgap between them and nursing home. And a lot of families don't want to put their loved ones in nursing homes. So we are here to help support them in that way, so that they have an opportunity to keep them at home as long as they want to.
You're obviously an expert in the field. I want to ask you a question. I've always wondered. Before I ask you the question, though, it seems like the awareness of dementia is so much greater now than it was many years ago, because it seems like I know a lot more, maybe because I'm getting older, maybe, but I know a lot more people who have family members that have dementia. What is the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's?
So, Alzheimer's is just one type of dementia. Dementia itself is an umbrella term that encompasses all the others. You have Alzheimer's type dementia, you have vascular type dementia, you got Lewy body type dementia, you got frontotemporal lobe type dementia, you have alcoholic type dementia, which they consider alcoholic type dementia is the only reversible type of dementia, only if it has not caused any chronic long-term brain damage. If a person stopped drinking, their memory will come back after a certain time, though, but if it's long-term chronic damage is already done, then that's not. But that's the only one they consider is reversible type.
So like Alzheimer's, dementia, is that the most common? Is that
That's
when
the
people
most
lose
common.
their memory and can't remember?
Yeah, that's the most.
Short-term or long-term or anything?
That's the most common
Common.
type. And you know, you have a precursor to that. You have mild cognitive impairment, where you may start forgetting just little things. You know, you have to separate between normal aging and the dementia type. So when you have cognitive impairment where you're not able to function, you're not able to make the right decisions, then you're looking at dementia, maybe early stages of dementia. And what people like to do with that, they can start writing lists. They can write little notes, and people can function like that for a time. But as far as them, because the part of the brain that helps them make decisions, that part is being damaged, so that you might see that they might not be making good decisions. So we may lose our keys, but we can go back and backtrack and find our keys. A person with dementia lose their keys, they never discover where those keys are. And I tell a lot of family members, if you lose something, before you empty the trash can, check the trash can, because it might be in there. They might have a deposit there. Or they sometimes hoard things, hide things from other people, and then can't find them. We may forget to pay a bill, but then we'll remember later. Their bills, you might go into a home, their bills might be stacking up because they haven't paid the bills. Or taking medications, fill a medication bottle. The medication for 2 days down the road may be already gone. They might have been over-medicated. Or you may see they have bought things over and over and over again in their pantry. Athletes. Okay. So athletes have brain damage, brain injury, traumatic brain injury that leads to dementia. So we have a lot of causes.
Well, thank you for the education. You've educated me a lot today on things I've always wondered about. Well, thank you so
Yes,
much. And
you're
we'll take
welcome.
into consideration.
1,500 out of my agency,
Thank
Kendall.
you.
I'd like to encourage you too. I'm gonna do 1,500 out of agency. But next year, let's grow that number from 8 so that we can give more. All right, one of the things I say a lot up here is that we've got to figure out what kind of impact we're having, and I don't want to take away from the fact that we're having an enormous impact in 8 lives right now. But we also have to balance the prudence of our funding and how that's used, and so let's grow the number so we can give even more money. That's the deal. Thank you.
Anybody got anything else? Anybody in the crowd want to speak? Forever hold your peace. Cody, put you on the spot. Come up here a minute. I want you to tell us, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, education, where you've been, jobs.
Yeah, thank y'all for the opportunity, first of all. As they mentioned, coming over from the city, spent almost the last year at the city. Before that, I was at Auburn University Montgomery for a couple of years as the sports information director, so all the communications for all the sports teams. I've loved my time so far here in Montgomery. I'm originally from South Carolina. I went to school in the Midwest and at Waldorf University. It's in Iowa. I ran cross country and track there, and then ended up doing my master's at a school called Delta State University in Mississippi. So I've been all over the place. My wife is originally from here. We met at Delta State, and so that's kind of how we ended up back over here. We have an almost 2-year-old and another one due at the end of August. So we're very excited to be part of this community. Like I said, my wife has been part of the Montgomery community for her entire life, and I've absolutely loved my time here, and just really appreciative of this opportunity of you all, and appreciative of the opportunity to continue to be part of this community, continue to give back, and continue to publicize the fantastic things that we have going on in the county. Thank y'all for your time.
Thank you, Cody.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Cody. Anybody got anything else? If not, we're going to take a recess for 18 minutes, and we'll start promptly at 10 o'clock with the formal session.